good little town. They were lost and never found. Fallen leaves, fallen leaves, fallen leaves on the ground.
Okay, because there is no story in The Sims 3, I decided I'm not going to do story, I'm going to do controls instead. So yeah, the controls in The Sims 3 the same as they've always been, except maybe from The Sims 2 where it was on the PS2 where you could actually control your own sim and you didn't actually need to use the reticle and tell them to go everywhere. But really, they brought it back. They brought it back to the basic big reticle. You go over something and press go here or use this, and your sim will go over there and use that. Really, that's really the basic control. You don't control your sim at all. You can move the camera a little bit, and you can go to different places while your sims are doing stuff, but that's really not control. So yeah, short section. Controls overall are okay, but they've been the same overall. I mean, they've been the same since the first one, except maybe the second one for the PS2 and maybe the Xbox. I don't remember if it was for the Xbox, but yeah, you know, I wish they brought it back from the Sims 2 on the consoles into Sims 3 for the consoles, but no, they made it just like the PC version where it's just a target reticle. It's okay, but not great. Let's go on to the sound of the Sims 3. Okay, now sound in Sims 3, yeah, it's again the same as the Sims has been for all time. It's always Simlish, where that means it's not really English. It's them saying random things, and an icon pops over their head. Like if they're talking about cheeseburger, a cheeseburger will pop over their head. That means that's what they're talking about. But they'll say something like "Abluvibarbergy." They won't say cheeseburger. It sounds like something being rewound backwards, and you hear someone saying that backwards. That's what it sounds like. Except obviously it isn't. That would have been too clever. They just probably just took a whole bunch of things they made up out of the spot and just recorded it and put it in The Sims. It was clever at first, it was really cool, but now I just really want to hear some real voices. So that's really all the sound. There's some sound environment, sound effects here and there, but not really anything else besides maybe some music, which the music's pretty good. And the voiceovers are somewhat annoying, but still a little charming. Not as charming as before, but a little charming. I want to hear some real freaking English, not Simlish, okay? So yeah, the sound is good, just not great. So let's go on to the graphics. Okay, now the graphics for The Sims 3 are actually pretty good. The environments look nice. All the little environment things here and there look really nice. And all the objects you can buy, all of them look pretty good. The character models are pretty good also. Just standard looking graphics. Not fantastic, they just look good. So really, I didn't want to talk about the graphics for too long because they're just good. There's nothing really spectacular here and there. There's some special effects like some flames and stuff, which look pretty good, but not great. So yeah, probably doesn't look as good as the PC version. Didn't really play the PC version, but it still looks good on its own. So overall, graphics are good, just not anything spectacular. So yeah, let's go on to the gameplay of The Sims 3. Now the gameplay for The Sims 3 has been the same. I keep saying this, but really, it's been the same since the beginning. Each new sim, and when I mean each new sim, I don't mean every freaking expansion pack for each one. I mean each new sim as in Sims 1, Sims 2, and Sims 3, all added some new significant little things. Like Sims 2 added the age progression, and you can actually like create a character from two other characters, which was really cool, and it actually worked really well. In this one, I didn't notice if they brought that back. I didn't see it, but I don't think they did. But you can do the same thing as all other Sims. You get to live your life, your Sims life, get married, have a child, make friends around the town. You can go to different places like diners and gyms and military bases and get a job. You go there, work with your coworker at your job, and that's really fun. It's fun. People think it's boring, just it's living life, but it's actually a lot of fun. So really, the Sims gameplay never really changed. But the thing that's different in this, like I said before, every different version, like 1, 2, and 3, they all had something different. And this one, you get a whole bunch of different things like wishes, which are things like the Sims will ask like, oh, I want a cheeseburger. Get 250 points if you get him a cheeseburger. And you go do that. If he wants to go to the gym, you could do that. And you'll get points to add to their happiness meter, I guess, for lifetime happiness. Like, at the end of their life, I guess they'll just extremely be happy. I don't know. They won't be evil and annoying. They'll just be happy. They also have karma powers, which is really cool. At the end of each day, you get karma powers, and you can use that to either do something good for your sim, like give him full stats, so you don't need to feed him and wash him, because if you don't know, that's what you do in Sims. You have to go and actually, you don't have to actually wash him, you just tell him to go in the shower and stuff. You can get karma powers like that. You can even get bad karma powers where a Sim will be really unlucky, doesn't know how to talk, and all that stuff. And there's also a karma power which I love, where it's like a meteor shower almost, where you actually just screw with your Sims so much, you just rain a big fire thunderstorm on your Sim and just burn everything, and that's really hilarious. I've never done it yet, but I really want to. When I'm just pissed off one day, I don't like my Sims, just go burn them straight to hell. I don't even care. It's gonna be funny. So yeah. I mean, you still have the simple, like, building stuff. You can build well, you don't build your own house. You get a house, but you can actually add stuff to your house after you get a job and get enough money. You add, like, a different room, or take a room out and add another room here. You can also buy stuff like new stoves, new chairs, or something, like sporting equipment, TVs, computers. Your Sims constantly want something, so in the beginning when you make your Sim with all the clothes and all that stuff, you actually give him like a personality traits, which you can give him like he's a computer guy, or he wants to be a police officer or something, so he'll want to use the computer a lot, so he'll just go right when he gets home from work, get on a computer, so that's really cool. Overall, I think I said enough about The Sims 3. It's a really fun game. I really love The Sims 3. Sure, stuff isn't that good, like the controls, the sound, the graphics. They're not fantastic, but they're good. But the gameplay is fun as hell, just like Sims has always been to me, at least. I'm a big Sims fan. I really like this. So overall, I won't give it an overall score. I'll just do a written review on the bottom. Check it out for my full written review. Well, my written review, not full written review. It's just a little whatever. Just read it, okay? Alright, it's in my description on the bottom. Check it out, it has my score in it, and yeah. Thank you for listening. If you didn't listen, then you can't hear me, so fuck you, faggot. Anyway, yeah, thank you and goodbye.